Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Rihanna just celebrated her 30th birthday and Ciara wished her a happy birthday on Twitter. This is what Ciara said. Happy birthday Rihanna, remembering the first time we met, it's been cool to see you kill it. Keep on soaring, ma. Now, I thought this was really sweet considering that Ciara and Rihanna had a beef a few years back. Now, I know some of y'all are thinking, why are you bringing up this old stuff? But, you know, it's interesting to bring up because it's good to see how people have evolved. But before Ciara and Rihanna got into a fight on social media, they were friends in the industry.
Here's Ciara here. She's so sweet. She is. I'm looking at her face on the screen like she looks so beautiful. Are you insane? Oh, do not say such a thing. Look at this girl. No, don't say that. Look at that. Oh no. She is silly. I say I'm not trying to shut any down. I like to stay on. I have to hold on to. You are silly. Oh, what's your favorite snack and what's your favorite snack? Oreos and vanilla ice cream. No. Crush it up and then mix it up. Oh, it's banging. I never had that. I got to try it. No, it's really good. Wow. See you on the next flight. Damn. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Ciara go. Oh, there she is. I didn't see her doing.
I told you this backstage, but you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you, Mama.
She like you are flawless.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
sweet. Oh my God.
True.
We gotta give it up for Rihanna too, right?
Absolutely. Thank you. And I know you're a huge fan of basketball.
Yes.
Have you been watching the playoffs?
But of course, I've been watching it very close.
Okay.
Who are you rooting for?
You know, I'm going for the Suns. The
Oh.
Phoenix Suns are going to get it cracking this year.
Steve Nash.
All
the
right.
boys.
Stoudemire,
Yeah.
Barbosa, Jones, Bell, it goes on and on.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, hey, more Ciara after this video.
But fast forward to 2011, Ciara went on the Fashion Police show and said that Rihanna was not very kind to her.
I ran into her recently at a party and she wasn't the nicest, and it's crazy because I've always loved and respect what she's done with fashion, and I've ran into her, you know, before, but this time it was just really, it wasn't the most pleasant run-in, so a bitch. Next. Oh, you were crazy.
Now, when Rihanna saw this, she went off on Twitter and she said, "My bad, C. Did I forget to tip you? Hashtag how rude of me." Ciara replied and said, "Trust me, Rihanna, you don't want to see me on or off the stage." So Ciara was actually threatening Rihanna. And Rihanna replied and said, "You gangsta, huh? Ha! Good luck with booking the stage you speak of." The shade of it all. And Ciara said, "Pure comedy." When this happened on Twitter, the fans were going into a complete frenzy. Rihanna had to quickly apologize to Ciara. She said, "Ciara, baby, I love you, girl. You hurt my feelings real bad on TV. I'm heartbroken. That's why I retaliated this way. So sorry. Hashtag let's make up." And Ciara replied and said, "Ree, you know it's always been love since day one. Doing shows, everything. You threw me off in that party. Apology accepted. Let's chat in person." So that was sweet. Everybody did calm down when they made up. However, their beef flared up again when Ciara said that Rihanna was rude to her again.
I wouldn't be honest with myself when we were sitting there doing the Fashion Police when I spoke, because the way that she made me feel was nuts.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we did, like last I saw her, you know, we were at the Met Gala and, you know, she came over to me and she was like, "Hey girl, look at you look cute, girl," you know, blah, 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 like all these nice things, and we were laughing, we hugged, and it was like our way of saying like everything is cool without even having to say,
Oh,
"We
so
cool."
this is after.
That was after the Fashion Police. So then, you know,
Yeah,
you
that is
cut
weird.
to, I don't know, I saw the girl in the club. We were in LA and I saw her and she was weird again. Like
Yeah.
it was the supper club and she was like, I had saw pictures post and she was like mugging, like, and I'm like, what's wrong with, like, what is, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and at this point, I don't care. I really don't care. Like, I wish her well. Like, she has a lot of great things going on with her. Like it don't need to be all that. Like, she's got too much good going on to even be consumed with that kind of energy. So I don't know. Like, she and I hung a few times prior to that. Like, everything was cool. Like, and then I don't know, some switch. I don't know.
Now, obviously, Ciara would have never brought up Rihanna's name if the interviewers did not continue to ask her about it. But one thing about Ciara, she is a very sweet person and she knows how to be politically correct. However, she's not going to pretend to like you if she doesn't. She shaded her own baby daddy Future when she refused to announce his name during the Billboard nominees announcement.
Rap artists are Drake, Fetty Wap,
Future.
Wiz Khalifa, and Silento.
Yeah.
So obviously Rihanna was no exception to the rule. But when Rihanna saw this interview, she got upset and she said, "Why am I still the main topic of her interviews?" She don't be shamed though, how she let them play her like that every time. It's like, yeah, I know you're gonna talk about insert album title, but we wanna talk about a more relevant topic. Rihanna, like, she sits there and falls for it every time. Now that was shady, but it was slightly true. But Rihanna was paying close attention to Ciara's interviews around this time, especially when Ciara was talking about her. Now Rihanna said this, "How you gonna hate from outside? Thanks for the free promo, sis. When will they start asking her questions about her?" Ciara replied and said, "I'm baffled. The obsession really makes no sense. This is getting out of hand. Somebody please point her in the right direction because she clearly needs love and affection." Ever since this happened, neither Ciara or Rihanna have been close.
If Rihanna walked in the room and said, "Hey, would you speak?"
I don't know.
Because she's watching this interview right now. And do you have a message for her?
I don't.
Damn.
And a lot of people might be wondering, why was Rihanna rude to Ciara in the first place? Now, I don't necessarily know the reason why. Rihanna was less tame back then than she is now. But she has calmed down a whole lot and matured, and she has become a humanitarian and so forth and so on. But back then, there is a possibility that Rihanna had an issue with Ciara, not so much because she didn't like Ciara, but more so because maybe she felt a little insecure here and there. And that's kind of crazy to think about, Rihanna being insecure. Like, she's beautiful, she's rich, she's fabulous. Why would she be insecure about anything? But Rihanna is also human. And I do remember during the time she was dating Chris Brown did dance with Ciara at the BET Awards. And it was kind of a racy performance. And Rihanna was watching and smiling a little bit, but at the same time, I know she was probably thinking, she's up there dancing and grinding on my man. Woo. So years later, she probably ran into Ciara at a party and she was probably drinking, kind of tipsy. And she was like, "Ugh, look at that skank. She was out there dancing and grinding on my man. I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind." So Rihanna walked up there and cursed Ciara out. Well, she didn't curse her out, but she gave her the cold shoulder, and Ciara was in her feelings, which is why she decided to talk about it on Fashion Police. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of R&B Tales. Check out my last episode that I did about Keisha Cole getting into a fight with Fantasia. Y'all were going in on Keisha, and I think it's kind of unfair because Keisha has changed. She has matured. So I'm bringing up these old stories, not for y'all to drag them, but just to sip the tea, okay? Sip the tea that you didn't know. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share if you care. I'll see you next time. Bye.